Hey guys, Chandler here, back on my channel Alternate Journey, and today I'm going to be discussing about myths on testosterone. Mainly about the testosterone that's sometimes left over in the syringe on shot day. If you do injections, of course. Now in the past I've made a video about myths on testosterone in itself, so I will be linking that video down below if you guys are interested in watching that as well. What I'm talking about mainly in this video is about sometimes when you do injections there's like a small amount of testosterone that is left over in the syringe, meaning in the needle itself or a small little coating at the end of the syringe. This is completely normal, which I know can be stressful, especially when you are first doing injections and first doing your hormone replacement therapy, and you may feel like you're not actually getting enough testosterone, but just know that this amount is very, very small. It won't have a huge impact in advancing your desired side effects that you want from testosterone. Also, this amount is counted for in your dosage that the doctor recommends that you take. So you are actually getting enough testosterone for what you are supposed to be at that time in your transition. Let's get right into the myths of what people do with this leftover testosterone. Myth number 1. Rub the leftover testosterone into your facial hair. There is no proof that this actually increases your facial hair growth. Testosterone oil is a lot different than gel, so your body doesn't actually absorb it that way. Just in general, your skin doesn't really absorb oil. If you do want to try something to increase facial hair growth, like that's one of the main areas that you have dysphoria and you want that side effect right away, again, everyone's transition is going to be a little bit different. Even though we're all taking the same hormones kind of, it's because your genetics and also depending on your dosage. If you want to find something to put on your face in order to increase your facial hair growth, definitely try Minoxidil. I tried it. I sometimes use it today if I remember, but it's like honestly, like maybe I'll do it like twice in a week. But basically Minoxidil, you put on your face 2 times a day. I used it for like a good solid 3 months every day, and I saw a significant increase in my facial hair and just like it helped with the patchiness. You can also use this without being on testosterone as well. Myth number 2. Rub the leftover testosterone on your growth or any other part of your body. I hear a lot of people either rub it on their thigh, their forearm, basically areas that you would if you were using testosterone gel. And then of course I've heard many individuals say that they actually rub the leftover testosterone on their growth in order to increase their growth. Unfortunately, there is no proven research that rubbing the leftover testosterone on your growth actually increases your growth. A lot of people that I heard that says this started doing this since like the first time that they did injections and noticed that there was like leftover testosterone and stuff. So people that have been doing this, they swear by it because they believe that it has actually helped their growth. Unfortunately, there is no proven research if that actually is accurate, because the thing is like their growth could have just been what was naturally happening from doing the injections, because one of the first side effects that you will notice when you go on testosterone is growth. Even when you are microdosing, that's usually one of the first side effects that you notice. Overall, rubbing the leftover testosterone on any part of your body will not actually let your body really use that testosterone for your hormone replacement therapy. Meaning like your body won't actually absorb it and take like the nutrients of the testosterone. It is very hard for your skin to actually absorb oils. That is why the testosterone gel is a lot different than the actual injection. So like when you do rub on your thigh and stuff like that, it doesn't really do anything except maybe help out your mental state for your dysphoria. Myth number 3. Leave an air bubble within the syringe. So meaning like once they measure out their dosage, they'll pull back the syringe just a little bit to get some air within the syringe. This is kind of pointless because sometimes when you do the injection, the air will actually eject first out of the syringe because it's like lighter than the oil, depending and stuff like that on like the angle that you do it and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, sometimes the air will just go right out, so it's kind of pointless of doing that and you'll still have the leftover testosterone. Also, doctors highly suggest that you tap out all the air bubbles. So it's not a good idea to go against what your doctor tells you on how to do your injection. I don't know the exact science of it, but like if doctors tell you to tap out air bubbles with like literally everything, it's not even just testosterone, like literally any injection that you get for like viruses and stuff like that, you'll see the nurses tap out the air bubbles. So it's like It's just better for your body to process the actual medicine instead of wasting the energy to process air, I think. I think that's what it's mainly about. Myth number 4, saving the leftover testosterone for your next injection. Literally, out of all the myths, I highly suggest not doing this one because it is not sterile. Some people will actually just save the syringe itself, or they actually save the needle because that's where like the most of the leftover testosterone is. It's within the needle. So they use that same needle for next time, or try to like syringe it into the next dose. That is not sterile because you just injected that needle into your body. And yes, it's your body, but germs could still be on that needle. And then the next time that you do your injection, whether it's a week from then or 3 weeks, because that's like the typical range of time frame in between injections, that's adding on germs and it's growing bacteria. So you injecting that back into your body, even though yes, it was in your body to begin with, that is extremely unsterile and you might make yourself sick and get infections. So I highly do not suggest that. Even if you are just saving the syringe itself, it's possible that some germs after you did the injection went into the syringe. Now personally for me, when I do my injections to lower the amount of leftover testosterone, once I'm done injecting, I actually leave the needle in my body for like 10 seconds or so. It's kind of like when you're pumping gas and you leave the nozzle in your car for a little bit just to make sure all the gas actually exit out of the hose and nozzle and into your tank. I kind of use that same method when injecting my testosterone. I don't know if it actually is proven, and maybe that's a myth in itself too, but that's something that I do to alleviate my dysphoria and to possibly get as much as my dose as possible. But overall, just know that that amount left over in the syringe is the tiniest amount. It is so small, it's literally maybe a couple drops. It's not going to do major impact to advancing the side effects that you desire from your hormone replacement therapy. However, I do understand that many individuals try out these myths to alleviate their dysphoria, because after all, that is why they went on hormone replacement therapy. That being said, I feel like it's okay to do the first 2 myths. It's not really hurting anybody. I will admit, like the first year when I was doing my injections, I would actually squirt out the rest that was in the syringe onto my thigh and just rub it in that way. So you can do the first 2 myths because they don't really have the possibility of medical side effects, unless of course you start getting skin irritations from rubbing the testosterone oil onto your body. So if you do get skin irritations, obviously stop right away. However, do not do the last 2 myths that I have mentioned because they have the outcome of actual medical side effects, especially the last one. Dysphoria will make you do crazy things sometimes. Just make sure that whenever you read what someone else does, just because it works for them doesn't necessarily mean that it'll work for you, but also take into account the possible medical side effects that you are putting your body into. Just always be safe and mindful, and also if you do have any questions, you can always contact your doctor, because after all, I'm not a hormone doctor at all. I'm just showcasing what I've learned throughout my 2 years of being on testosterone, doing injections throughout the whole process. These are just some things that I've heard that some people do. I just want to put out information so people don't hurt themselves, but also know exactly what is happening to their body. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Definitely comment down below other myths that you have heard or anything else involving testosterone. And if you would like me to do another video like this, check out the statistics. If you find yourself watching multiple of my videos, might as well subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell down below so you get notifications whenever I upload. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.